What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to City Skylines with our city. I don't know where I was going to go with that. Yeah, with our city. I'm going to start this episode by playing with the taxes for the first time. We need to try and support some industry, so I'm going to slash the tax on industry down to 4%. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we can cut it. Let's give them a helping hand. They're really struggling, so let's help them out. Now, offices seem to be doing well. So we've got that tech cluster, so we're going to up that to 12%. Rake a bit of it back there. Everything was on 9, so if we try and make a balance out of things, so at the moment we're down 5, up 3, so we need to up something else by 2%. I think the low density residential can be upped by about 2% to make up for it, because they seem to be quite wealthy. But then I also want to cut the high density residential, mainly to attract more people in. So we're going to cut that down to 6%. And then I'm not going to make the other 3% back. I'm fine, just losing a bit of money. But there we go. That should work. We'll see what that does. See if that has an impact. Maybe encourage some more people into the new high-density residential areas that we've built. Hopefully help out some of these industrial areas. You know, even if they've still got their issues, at least they are paying less taxes while trying to deal with those issues. You know, just every bit of helping hand for them. Allow them to spend more money on things. Yeah, hopefully help them transform a little bit, do a bit better. Who knows? Maybe it'll go horribly wrong, but there we go. We do have plenty of money to spend. I'm going to try and just invest it because it will help the town. I don't actually know if it helps with like available jobs, but I would assume so. I'd assume that would make sense. Like, I don't know. So health is good. There's health centers all over this area. I'm going to put one actually in this end of the town. And it seems businesses like health as well, so we're going to give them, we're just going to build a couple of clinics where there isn't any, provide some better healthcare, genuinely help people out who maybe need, we're just going all in basically with this big war chest of like cash that we've just built up out of not knowing what to spend. We're now making negative money. Obviously didn't work out those tax changes quite as well as I thought, but there you go. I assume that's the cause of this. There's not really a proper budget tab, is there? It's quite. Oh, here it is. There's what's going out, but there's not like an in-out sort of system. Oh no, I've got another sneeze coming. Oh no, income is there. Okay. Income 115. Expenses. Okay. So we've obviously hurt our income. Yeah, we're making barely nothing off the industry now. Okay, well it's not ideal. We were making 15 grand before. Maybe that's a bit of extreme cut. Let's make it 7%. Drop this back to 11. No, make that 10. Then up this to 7 or 8. And back down to 10. It's less extreme changes. Less meat. Pardon me. There we go. See if that changes it a little bit. Should help out. It's now sort of... Yeah, there we go. It's back just into the positive. Only just. It's a bit concerning, but there we go. We can fiddle with things until we get it perfect. Right, let's keep bulldozing, building. People left again. Are you serious? It was all going well. Oh, I did not mean to clear that road. Sorry. That was not my intention. I'm just trying to get rid of the buildings. Sorry. Okay, things are flowing good. It's all moving. There's less traffic than ever. All around it's improving. We hit 59,000 people very briefly. We've fallen below it again, but that's fine. Up the healthcare. There's still demand for more industry. I mean, I'm fine to rezone some new areas. There we go. We'll give a couple of new areas, and that will provide some more people with some more. See, now I'm making 10,000 again. So I guess I must have just been a bit too heavy-handed with the tax changes. Maybe giving the industry a full tax relief, probably not the best idea. This area is starting to be used. No one living here just yet. I'm keeping an eye on it for when the first sort of self-sufficient building goes up. I don't think that applies to the commercial buildings, the leisure buildings I put here, but it will apply to any houses that go up in the area. Another building to be knocked down. But at the moment there's still people leaving. Okay, maybe we should knock down the residential taxes by like 1%. 7. Let's get that back to 9. Let's see what that does. There we go. That seems to... Oh, that's increased quite a few people in. There we go. That's enticing them back in. Right, bulldoze that. Get rid of this. Right, what else could we do? I want an airport, but sadly, I think we're still a little bit. I think we need 65, right? 65,000, and the international airport's obviously even more. Which would be pretty cool. Cable car. Can you just have? Do you have to have this on a hill? Just put a random cable car through the town. Oh, metro. It's just not being used as much as I'd like it to be, sadly. Yeah, everywhere is just genuinely, it looks like it's flowing at least. There's a few queues waiting to get somewhere, but most of the places are flowing fairly well. What is that? Is that? That's not what, no, old, oh wait, Old Town. Is this supposed to be an old town? What does that do? Only residents. Okay, so only trucks can use that area. Okay, that's fair enough. That just keeps other cars out of the way. It's not that there was that many, but yeah, I guess it just keeps some other cars. just a random fire station in the middle of nowhere. Just chilling. So we cleared all this industry. Let the grass return. What is this area? Oh, this is tourism too. What is its name? Why has it gone so weird? I don't know, but there's a little zone here, obviously, that I did not see. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to its name. It's gone all like scratched. Oh, there we go. It's back now. There you go. We got one hotel so far. Nothing crazy being built. Just the one hotel. But there you go. Maybe we'll get something soon. Still emptying a lot of these garbage places. Okay, population's increasing pretty good now. Looks like people enjoyed my tax cuts. So there we go. We'll see if we get more people in. Still buildings to be demolished, but yeah, it looks looking good. This area's looking busy. The bridge is looking like it's being regularly used. It's crossover. The entrance over here is very busy. It's good. This place is looking very different. This has had a rapid transformation from, you know, the big commercial area where the businesses were struggling into this new sort of just cool place with selling all the local products. It's pretty cool, and it looks a lot better for the environment too. It looks like there's a lot more trees, so that's pretty good. This area certainly helping out. Not quite. I think it's more sustainable now. I don't know. Maybe they get more customers. Looks like they're actually surviving, and there's less of them. It's not as congested. Still some garbage issues in some of these cities. Oh, try and deal with that. There we go. Right, let's spend some more on services. How is fire doing? Where is there still quite a big fire risk? Out this end of town? Okay, you get a fire station. We can put one on this side too. Get these buildings protection. The industry still lacks protection up here, so we'll give them one. These guys still, let's give them one too. I'm just giving out the freebies today. There we go, a few more fire stations will certainly make everyone like us a bit more. There we go. That's good. And maybe one more on this side. Somewhere. Is there somewhere I'd have to destroy things? There we go. That's a lot better fire coverage. Now, I'm not going to... I'll probably do police too. I just want to check what happens to the budget. Because that was obviously like 6 or 7 fire stations. Not a simple activity. Not going to be cheap to maintain those. Oh, there is a bit of traffic here. It's not great. Oh yeah, isn't there some weird one-way system I put in here? Yeah, they have to come in this way. And then they're all going up this way. Hopefully it's not... Oh no, it does look quite bad. There seems to be a queue in every direction. Don't even know where they're all trying to go to. Yeah, this is actually bad. This is probably the worst area now in the whole town. So that's great. 59,560. We're climbing up again. It's good. It's going up. Finally. For the first time. Just ticking up very slowly, which is good. Right, police. How's the police doing? Not the best coverage. Still a very low crime rate. I feel like the education level getting pretty high now. It's probably part of that. Now a third of people now have been to university. I feel like we should. I don't mean it as like we should just restrict access to education. That sounds so bad, but you know, I feel like we're maybe getting a bit too educated. You know, we maybe need to cut the levels here that we're providing, because I mean, high school availability is still good. There's a lack of elementary schools. The university is now out of capacity. I think I'm not going to add any more. There seems to be enough. And like I said, eventually we're just going to have nobody who wants to work in the industry area. So that could be quite bad. In fact, we could try and do a sort of bit of a push to, hang on, services. We could try and do well, prefer ferries, no. High ticket prices, no. Educational blimps. Harsh prison sentences, no. Schools out. Let's put that on. Citizens will prefer working. Let's see if we can get a few more people interested in working. Try and revitalize the industrial sector. Power usage, what does this do? Energy conservation is important. That looks very expensive. I remember I put those smoke detectors in at the start in like episode 1 or 2 and everything just cost a fortune. Pet ban, water usage, taxation, tax raise for low density residential. Okay, yeah, so it's saying you should probably move them in about a 2% either way. You keep it between 7 and 11. Can't imagine like doing it 50% how that would work. It does give you free reign, but I don't think the people would be too impressed if I just cranked it all the way up. To be honest, what is this? Oh, road tolls. We don't have any toll roads. I was tempted to make one, but the only real place that would have made sense was maybe this road. You know, I guess this main one down the middle could make sense. Like, make that a toll road. But it's not even that busy anymore. Like, there's a few junctions that are a bit busy, but the whole road is not busy. Over here could probably do with some sort of toll road. But I don't really get where the cars are trying to go. Maybe they don't know either. Maybe that's why it's so confusing for them. They were just stuck in the loop. But yeah, there you go. Office zone. Still doing okay, this tech cluster. Just destroy a few buildings, but they're still struggling with not enough places to sell their products, but there's just no demand for a commercial either, so I can't give them any more. No one's opening. And obviously the more jobs I close, then the in dezoning industry and stuff, then the less demand for commercial. So at the moment we just need to tough it out. There's people moving it, that's what matters. The more people coming in, the better. Obviously some areas are already zoned as well, so they are just filling up sort of straight away, so it's not going to build up. And there's plenty of gaps in some of the zones we already have, with plenty of businesses constantly going out of business. We're getting there, we're on the right track. We have hit 60,000 people for the first time, which is a good sign. We invested pretty heavily in fire and healthcare, which is what people like, and I think it's time to maybe invest a bit more in police coverage as well. Okay, I need to be looking at the roads. That's where we sort of need to be covering. Okay, you can have a police. The industry area was complaining about a lack of police at one point, so let's give them one. That should make these guys much happier. We'll put one over here too. We'll give them one. Do you have one? No. We'll give them one on this side here too. Look out for these businesses. One down here by the university. Always, they could be the busiest police in the world, those guys. One over here. And then, do we have one sort of over this way? There we go. Good coverage now. Police everywhere. I'm investing in services. It's good. More parks. Actually isn't that many cool ones. What landmarks are there? And not the... Let's go for something cool. Statue of Wealth. No, not statues. Transport Tower. No, what is the space elevator? I have no idea. Posh Mall. All tax rates at most 4%. Jeez. How are you supposed to do that? Friendly neighborhood park. I feel like you need like a lot of ore or natural resource to be able to do that. Courthouse. Crime rate over 50%. Jeez. How bad's the city? You must be struggling with your city. Official park we've nearly completed. Colossal order offices. How big is this Hadron Collider? It makes it sound like it's a big thing. Oppression office. Unemployment rate over 50%. Jeez. Floating gardens. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I don't know how on earth you're supposed to get 5,000 in local produce. Expo Center. High Interest Tower. Science Center. I want to build a stadium. Brings excitement of a sports game into the city. Costs 4,000 a week. I don't think so. But I'm going to build Central Park because I've always wanted to in this game. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I didn't think that through. How is there already abandoned build? I didn't even realize there was buildings up here. You have water. What are you on about? There you go. Well, we have some ore district building. Apparently they don't have energy. You serious? Look how close that is. There you go. You have electricity now. Okay, stop complaining. There we go. Well, this is new. Didn't even notice they were here, but we obviously did build this space. Clear the... No, no, of all things to knock down, don't knock the pylon down. We will... Oh, get out of this menu. Okay, we will knock down some of these abandoned ones. It's always not a great thing when the whole new area is already full of abandoned buildings. I assume we're going to have to try and, do this now as well. There we go. That's going to get in the way of a lot of buildings, but there you go. It's a start. There we go. But some ore-related buildings, ore corporation, zinc products. That's good. This could change. This could be a game changer for us, making the most of our natural resources underneath. I assume they're going to use the ones underneath, and they're not going to import natural resources because that would drive me absolutely insane if they started doing that. There is a whole load of trucks. But up here's not too busy yet, so that's good. Yeah, hopefully those guys can get things going. And now the industry demand is filled. It looks like they've filled up some more of the areas I opened up here too. No one quite moving in just yet. They're not quite keen. Oh wait, is that the Poplar resident? There we go. We do have a residential block. They put right between a school and a hospital. They obviously got their priorities. That is a very cool looking, self-sustainable building. And the first people to move in to Myrtle Park. I don't know why there's a million garbage trucks here when there isn't. Oh yeah, they just come here to turn around. Okay. I can see why that's going to get annoying for people. Okay, I want to try something. I want to try connect this side via a tunnel to the other side. I think I can build tunnels. With trees in it, of course. I'm just wondering, where do I try and connect it to? Okay, here we go. Build it like this. Page down. There we go. Keep it down here as a tunnel. And then page up to here. So here's where it emerges. Or where do we want it to emerge? The university's kind of in the way. Fair, over here would have been a much better choice of location. Now I think about this. Yeah, go back down. Right click. Oop. Sorry, tunnel. Oh, I can't get rid of this. Oh, that's because that's at the surface, isn't it? Page up. That looks so cool. I'm very excited to build this tunnel. Okay, where's it got to go? Just trying to work out where the best place to have it go over there is. Okay, let's have it loop. Come around here so it's not super bad. Page down. There you go. We are now underground. And then page up. And connect to there. There we go. That looks pretty cool. We'll never be able to see. Oh, that truck was like straight down there. He wanted to use it. Some other weird ways. Is he going to come out the other side? That is the important question. Just never comes up again. There it is. The ore truck. Yeah, I mean it's another way to turn around, but it could just save traffic trying to cross through the motorway. It's just a different way to cross over instead of trying to clog all the different ways. You know, up here obviously a bit of a concern potentially as well. There you go. I learned bridges. Now we're learning tunnels. We're moving. Oh, the industry is just plowing into the ground. What are you guys doing? How are you so bad at managing your business? Come on. There's just so many abandoned places. They are really struggling. I know there's nowhere to send your products, but what do you want me to do? I'm trying. Trying to maintain at least some industrial jobs. I mean, we could just get rid of it altogether for offices at some point. But there's no real demand for offices, and they're struggling too. It's not as bad. Most of them are surviving, but I think it's just I can't see the abandoned buildings because they're surrounded by massive ones. That does help. This area is slowly but steadily filling up with new homes. But it's not increasing by a huge amount at the moment. It's a more slow, sustainable growth. There you go. It's more like the starting growth as opposed to these 2 periods of just massive growth we've had. But it comes back, it comes in cycles. I'm sure we'll have another period at some point where I'll get things going again. How popular is this tunnel? It looks very popular. There's plenty of cars using it, and there's trees, at least up until the tunnel. There we go. That's great. Okay, but that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.